we get through some of these great things in here, it would be through the grace of the Most High, man. It's just one of the most disturbing, you said, planet places there on the planet here completely. You said a common level of disruption, man. Ain't no order of the cases of silence. And if it is there, given with any provision to damn sense, and you're going to jump up like a gaboon somewhere here trying to destroy it. All right, that's what I'm accustomed to, man, which is just very out of control. It'd be days where I'm trying to just go and do one program, and the nigga's just frustrated, man. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. All right, I'm not the stop and go guy. All right, everything else that goes ahead that kind of take pressure off of the things that I'm doing or completely snatch me out of my place as a whole. So I'd rather preserve good work. I'd rather stop speaking. I'd rather whatever because I understand the difference of what one good piece of content makes if it's finished correctly versus you starting something and throwing it right in the damn ditch. All right. My creativity skills and thought process are great if it can go in uninterrupted. All right. I've looked at here in cases. Anywhere I look at here, I'm running into a trap. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. Well, I just can't even sit down and chill. No, that's not even an option. All right. No, whatever cases in my circumstances are relaxing, I got to go to war for it. I had to fight over some nonsense. I might gotta sit there and listen to some shit I don't even want to hear. All right, my goddamn soaking you all the way into the ground like a meatball. All right. No, my expertise in some of the work that I do here is measured upon the circumstances of the free range, man. All right. And being able to have sometimes that key and levels of where you feel like you got trust over top of things. All right. People around you, rather they trust you. All right. You're trusted to keep flowing. You understand the directions. You know where you're going. When you have something, man, there's a such thing as called weakening the field. All right, cheapening, lowering the quality, slow stepping certain things in here. That shit ain't good. All right. I understand for my cases and the gifts that I have in here. Some people adore them, some people don't. That's up to you and your personal opinions with things. I ain't here to control or morph anybody's mindset of life, nor to go ahead to offend anybody. But I promise you here, this here. All right. At the age of 37, I know my level. All right, I'm not in question with that. Where I got to sit around with somebody and I got to, hey man, I think your level's really right. I think you could be here. I didn't ask. I don't want to know. All right. When you comfortable in certain places that you at, dude, you don't have to explain yourself coming through. You just come in and do the goddamn work here. But I also know this great work here to that context ain't doesn't mean anything, Hoss, unless it can breathe the way it normally breathes. All right. Yes, indeed. So I said, going out here to go try to do this again. All right. I know I had my disturbances before. When I put this on earlier, I'm like, damn, all right, nigga, kirking out. All right. Having a moment. Say, here come this bullshit again. All right. No, I just need a moment there to myself. All right. Come on out here. It's like, god damn, dude. All right. Yeah, man. I'm not a babysitter, dude. I'm not a babysitter. All right. No, I'm not, dude. No, it's the contrary to popular belief. I'm not a babysitter. All right. Nope, I'm not, dude. All right. I'm probably one of the coolest niggas in the world. You come talk to me about anything here, Halls, and I believe that there's something I can give you, even if I don't know everything of what you're talking about. There's something small I could give you, possibly large, depending on what you're asking me. But I feel better here in this world of being in my role and fixing problems 24/7. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, that I want to fix. All right, let me put that clear on it. All right, yeah. Then these cases of folks just coming up, showing up, bumping up through, running. Hell, in a land, everybody trying to keep their mental stability. I'm trying to keep mine too. All right, shit. In this world, as a black man, they'll go ahead to tell you that it's okay for you to forget yourself or you ain't got to pay attention to you. You better, because ain't nobody else in this world going to give a shit. Everybody else is lined up about it, what they entitled to and what they deserve off of you and what they ain't get enough of. All right? No, whatever your best quality is, dude. All right? Me, I'm always trying to preserve my shit. Yes. All right? God damn it, you look up, it's like, all right, there it is again. See what I'm saying? Undeniable. Ain't just that, nigga. It's the area, it's everything, man. It's the fucking lights getting cut out. It's everything. All right. This ain't good for production. Nothing. Mm-mm. I might get lucky. I'll find myself with a moment every now and then, but that's it. Mm-hmm. Talking about the spaces here. Like I told people, I don't grow up around a bunch of noise, man. So when I, at least for the cases of me being around a bunch of noise, that shit is automatically gonna make me go ahead to turn some shit off, all right, and cater to the noise. You understand? Nah, I grew up in a setting where at least you understand more country pace. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no knocking the city, man. City's just gonna be different. Mm-hmm. Every aspect of it. Mm-hmm. But I'm still getting adjusted here to some of these cases. All right, I am. Well, a lot of it. All right. Tell you like this. For every person here, born, whatever, you know yourself. All right. Yeah, some people can't. You can't go without life. You live around a bunch of sound, and or like something like New York City or what have you, the city that never sleeps. All right, because that's what keeps them up to being it's like damn it, as I said, as disturbed look my cases, man, even of me sitting here, quote unquote, trying to adjust, you understand, as I said here, as a person respectfully talk to people like you got some sense. All right. You understand what you like and what you don't like, man. That goes for all of us. What you tolerate. All right. You my leisure time here. As I said, here, living on my own. I ain't never had no I worked for the school. As I said here, I worked for the school board for 18 years. So I kept myself in the system of work, moving, grooving. If I didn't, I understood what it meant to have a moment. And I wasn't going to waste, piss that off. All right. Sitting around some damn bookers. All right. Yeah, I might have, yeah, look, I might have been with a woman or two at that point in time. I could have been practicing and going over some of my work. I could have been doing whatever. But I ain't never been that type of person, man. Not even as a 16-year-old, 14-year-old. No, I used to roam around living in Pioneer City by myself, dude. Solo. All right. I was more so of a loner. All right. Most of my friends were like 10 years older than me as a kid. They were old. They had jobs like me. All right. Yes, indeed. I would get off of work and go holler at one of the old heads. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was that. All right. Get ready for the next damn day. Mm-hmm. Shit. All right. Plenty of real folks can sit there and vouch for that, man. Nah, I ain't really have no basis. I always had my grind no matter what. All right. Whatever that was. All right. And this has been my little gravy pot here, at least for the time being here. All right. No, the stuff that I love to do without all the extras. All right. And this shit is, hey, and this shit on the front
Opportunity.
is
You
stop
get
and
you.
go.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to
All
go
right.
on, but I have
It's
a to do. But
right. That's what I
I
do.
was like, when you get
A lot of this shit is stop and go. Y'all see my original stuff, or at least my other platforms that I have in here. Yeah, I might can float through them. All right, for some of these cases here that I've had recently here, but it ain't stopping. It's not the cases of it is stop and go guaranteed. All right, I might be spitting for 10 minutes and I gotta pause for a second here. All right, no, just because I'm old enough, might be talking to somebody or whatever. Which the person I'm in front of probably can understand that, but for my viewership, listening to me for years, y'all not used to that shit. All right, no, I'm running on talking, just being real with y'all. All right, yeah, shit just cut off. All right, I'm just like, look, I have no intentions, and I'll go ahead before I can't depict everything in the world here. All right, some of these things just unpredictable to me, even when I'm trying to draw in time. You ain't gonna predict that, dude. Mm-mm. No. All right, and that's part of my upbeatness. That's part of my creativity. That's part of my shuffle, hustle, and groove, and that's part of all of that. All right, one part don't rub itself without it affecting everything else. All right, so if a nigga come in there stumbling, sloppy, this is off. All right, that piece is down. This ain't working the way. All right, the whole shit's gonna crumble. All right, eventually. All right, one step at a time. Mm-hmm. That's why I just look at it. Some evenings I might be working, and I get to a certain point. I'm like, all right, well, okay, I'll just go ahead and try this shit again here tomorrow. All right, now I might be too frustrated sitting here in the case. Like, man, all right, man, I'm not. All right, yeah, because it's too much in the energy wise here, dude. All right, I'm not burning myself out for a moment of good content that I'm not gonna have. I'll save it for when I'm gonna have it. All right. Yeah. Until then, I'll chill for something. All right. Go take care of something else. All right. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit there with my face all angry. Oh, I can't work. No, nigga, ain't nobody. Nigga ain't taking a whole bunch of life from me, dude. All right. None. As a matter of fact, I'll give none whatsoever. All right. No, until I can go ahead to do me. All right. Right, man. Yeah, I feel a lot of cases and circumstances that a person's freeness. All right. Have you enjoyed any of the comforts that you used to? All right. Yeah. And if you haven't, dude, yeah, you might feel some type of way as you go ahead to move here on this earth. For me, I know if anytime I feel anything, I'll just be silent, man. Quiet. All right. If I'm learning, when I'm sitting here, whatever, I'll just be quiet. All right. No, if the circumstances for anything else is confusing to a standard I can't even understand, don't say anything. All right. Yeah, because the way I look at it is that everything that I've seen here in life as an older man is not meant to be answered right then and there. All right. Some things gotta play its courses out, man. All right. Don't be afraid to slow look at things. That's a part of growing. I think the biggest problems that we ever see is because some folks rush themselves into problems, situations, all right, lines of bullshit that if it's slowly read, it could be understood better. All right. Yeah. I'm a man that practices goddamn what he said goddamn being very goddamn courteous and focused here at the same time. All right. Yeah. And consistent. All right. Yeah. And paying detailed attention. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, nah, you don't some of these things you turn that shit off, dude. All right. Let it sit down somewhere. All right. You're not gonna force everything to settle itself. That's not gonna happen. But you can settle you, goddamn it. Mm. Now let's get over here into this to reach into some of the things I like to talk about. I got a two-part thing with GodFrey, of course. Talks about him being mad at FBA. Now I didn't do the same thing that other people did as far as to take the 4 minute clip. I went to get the whole damn thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like that's selective, right? All right. No, we can get mad at 4 minutes. You can get pissed off and say, all right, this tether right here violated. All right. But I want to get him from the start where it got funky immediately, right at where he had to stop all this stupid ass smiling, dude, and start telling how he really felt. All right. I want to get him right there. I know I seen the re-up. I appreciate you. He cut 4 minutes out. All right. And that's a good 4 minutes. And I recommend anybody listen to it. All right. I'm saying, but for my case, all right, we just want to go through the whole thing here real quick. And shout out to that brother. And make sure you follow on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Shit, a couple other people I didn't like that too. Hold on. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Hello?
Hello. Is this the
God,
gray
it's
area?
Tiger Lily.
What?
No, it's Tiger Lily, but it's Tiger Lily. I know what the person is talking about, though.
Tiger Lily?
Yes.
What did she talk about?
Okay, so when David, you're on the 54 podcast, right? You guys did the whole segment about, doing different accents. So it was a lot of heat over him doing the accent, over saying how have to say about that. I have no clue this man was an actor and how he was interpretation of one thing. But David actually put out a statement where he apologized for what he said.
I talked to him.
But I mean that being said though, it's kind of like you don't have to go back and forth with Karen. That's why I said sometimes I hate when people say, "Oh, you need to talk about this and you need to talk about that." You don't need to talk about shit you don't want to talk about.
But why would I apologize to him?
Let gray area call.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank you for telling me. Hold on. Well, can you hang up, Tiger Lily? We got to get this other person that asked me to apologize to her. Thank you. Thanks, Tiger Lily. I appreciate you.
Call again, gray area.
But of course, Karen's going to jump on that because she has to. Fucking bozo. What?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, the private answer? Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excellent. Shoot. That's gray area, right?
It is. It is also known as Amela. So I've been following you a long time, but I also follow Karen Hunter. And your side of the story with Karen Hunter, not to overtake your show, but I am curious.
Well, take my side. Wait.
How do you feel about Karen Hunter?
Man, first and foremost, it's Sambo on Sambo. Look at his face like somebody. He smells somebody dropping a dinkalo or something. That's how his face looks. All right, like he smells some god awful smell. All right, look at his face. All right, no, Sambo versus Sambo. All right, no, he got it right. He got that facial expression right. Got everything else wrong. All right, but the facial expression behind GodFrey, all right, that's spot on. Oh, you damn right. Like you smell the most foulest smell you ever smelled in your life. All right, yeah. But you got Karen Hunter, like I said, versus GodFrey. Both of them are Democratic shields, man. Yes, they are. And his offense is coming. Let me go ahead and put this clear. He's offended because she said something to him as well. It's like, all right, I don't mean to come and take over your show. All right. And she's referencing that by him coming off and calling her a bozo, and they keep yelling out gray area. She's gray area. All right. We got all of that. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's why his face is frowned. Let's go ahead. Let's get back into this conversation. He's about to rebuttal.
That's what she's asking, I think.
I got fired by her. What's the big?
She fired him.
She fired me. So what?
I know, but she says that you were like, listen, I've watched you evolve.
No.
So
Tell me what she
sure,
said. Get to it.
She said you were extremely disrespectful
How?
to her.
How?
She said you called her a bitch.
I called her a bitch after she talked shit about me. You understand?
Okay.
So get the whole story. Okay, because I moved the fuck off. First of all, I'm not trying to mention, but
I guess I didn't know he called it a B word, man. All right, somebody's coming at your reputation. I feel like you can defend it however you want to. You can't depict how disrespectful somebody gonna get when you start with them. That's my rules. All right, you can't control the disrespect meter. All right, well, you know what? That's too far. No, as long as we're still using words. All right. Yeah. Everything is fair game. All right. Yeah, dude. Unless you inviting somebody to your private area or something, then we got to change the rules. All right. Yeah. But if you just talking about it in the cases here, she disrespected him and he called her the B word. I don't recommend the men going around here doing that. That's bad for you. All right. But I would say this here, man. Like Karen Hunter she's got bad ankles. All right. All right, hold on here. She's got bad ankles. She's old. All right. She's a washed up shield. She's now trying to pick the lingo up, dude. No, right now. All right. She wasn't talking like that a couple years ago. This is a fact. All right. That's why I'm calling these niggas exactly what they are. All right. Yeah, GodFrey. Yes, the same nigga that's going to try to check us and tell us, oh, man, y'all out here calling people tethers, man. What is that, man? What is like, nigga, who the hell are you? Yeah, I call you a tether. Get your funky ass up out of here, dude. All right. Yeah, you don't come to reprimand us. All right. Right. Like, he's supposed to put us in order because we name the niggas that's messing with our shit politically. All right. A tether is as a tether does, nigga. All right. What you talking about? All right. Hold
on. I've moved on. I never mentioned Karen. Okay. So people were telling me, they were coming at me, like people were sending me messages going, Karen is dogging you on her show. And I was like, well, she fired me. Why? And I didn't even answer. I just kept it moving about my business. And she was insulting me because I know people that are loyal that were telling me, yeah, Karen's saying this about you. I was like, wow, that sucks. And then I was like, hey, you know, Karen, keep my name out your mouth. Like you fired me. I moved on. You know what I mean? I just kept it moving. And
y'all, we seeing a lot of this coon on coon now saying about tether on tether. All right. And I want to compare it. First thing come to my mind is when Tiffany Cross and all of them went after Stephen A. Smith. All right. You know, they was all taking turns going after Stephen A. All right. What's that girl's name? God damn it. Shit, man. All right. It's going to come to me when I ain't even sitting here thinking about it. All right. That damn Al Sharpton's girl. All right. All right. Shit. The little loud one that was out here in these protests. Tamika Mallory. All right. Yeah, even she was out here goddamn going after Stephen A. Smith. All of them lined up to do this shit, man. All right. And it goes right back here into this phrase here. She sees you, just like Stephen A., as the low-hanging fruit, nigga. All right. No, you're a tether, and which a bunch of us have already been going in on. So she can easily get to one of our YouTube pages and start stealing some of our material. All right. Create a program and start going after you to make herself continue to seem relevant as if she knows what's going on. That's all it is, dude. All right. Hold on here.
She kept on throwing jabs at me and people were telling me this, you know, okay. and then she goes like my talking about my career ain't shit, did all kinds of shit as if she made my career. My career's been around. You know, she asked me to come on her channel. I was minding my business. I was walking through the hallways of Sirius XM when she approached me. You understand?
Okay. I hear you.
No, okay. This is what the story is, miss. She asked me to be on her show. And I was like, well, I don't really do radio. I don't really want to do it. She goes, no, you should do it. She kept bugging me. And then she gave me an hour, which was the power hour at 12. And then it was doing so well that I moved on to 6 to 8. And I was like, oh, I'll just do an hour. Then everybody was like, do more than 2 hours, do more than 1 hour. And then I got moved. And then I told her before I got on that station, I say a lot of edgy shit. I don't think you want me on this channel. It's a conservative black channel. And she goes, no, we want to change the feel of the show. I said, I'm going to keep it at 100 though. Let me say what I want to say. And I got fired over some bullshit.
I didn't call her a bitch.
What do you mean?
I didn't.
Yeah, hold on. You got this damn Democratic shield, like I told y'all in here. All right. No, why would you want some tether to give him an extra 2 hours? Or they want more time. You see, the Diamond Society ended up handing him a whole bunch of money anyway. All right. Right. He got his own little program. He's had that funky ass show in the corner that's got him in trouble. All right. But I didn't realize their little personal connection. I didn't hear. All right. No, just to give you some background. So he used to work there. Hold on.
The conservative black channel. And she goes, no, we want to change the feel of the show. I said, I'm going to keep it at 100 though. Let me say what I want to say. And I got fired over some bullshit.
I didn't call her a bitch.
What do you mean?
I didn't call her. I was on the show.
Yeah, why would you say you did?
I'm saying I didn't call her a bitch. I did. No, I'm saying I didn't call her a bitch. And I got kicked off.
Oh, right. Oh, gotcha.
And
Okay.
and Lamont didn't call her a bitch.
And he got kicked off.
She don't talk to Lamont. So when you have a situation where you the one needs, Sylvia didn't call her a bitch.
She fired her too.
So you're under this.
I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like she's kind of a bitch.
When you have a situation where
Listen,
wait. When you have a situation where somebody always has the problem with somebody else, then it can't be everybody else.
Yeah, it's facts.
I hear you.
You have to understand. You guys are probably still listening to Karen.
Yeah, I follow you, dude. But the fact is that you got in bed with that woman. All right. Now I want to go ahead. I'm not trying to get into all the parts of the interview or this nigga in here with these side talk. Let's get to him.
All around the country.
Yeah.
I
remember.
My callership would stay full. I mean, I had the proof of it, but her on my podcast.
Hold on. Here it comes. Right away, what?
It's a dope ass. And
right. All right. Because now you got Flacco weighing in too. Yeah, Flacco had something to say behind it. All right. And for everybody that's seen the larger one there, at least I'm the bigger one. At least what I would tell everybody for that notion of things is Flacco did weigh in. I want to put that up there. All right. He definitely did. All right. I'm not a big fan of his, but a tether speaking on a fellow tether, I feel like this is appropriate. Mm-hmm.
Right? Again, this just falls and reaffirms all the negative stereotypes of Africans will pretend to be pro-black in the public, but then behind closed doors, or when another African come in the room, they chuckle, right? And they disparage and they go against Black Americans. And again, this just reaffirms all the suspicions Black Americans already have of Africans, because again, GodFrey is one of the most pro-black, super militant, Nation of Islam, Farrakhan, like he is pro-black as pro-black can be when no Africans are in the room. But when an African come in the room, all of a sudden, he's making like the Black American accent is just a slowed down African accent with a hint of slavery.
Her saying, look, now she wants to jump on David Aiuolo because she don't have nothing else to talk about. So she gonna jump on my podcast, which is a dope ass podcast. And by the way, David Aiuolo has apologized, but British Black people do not have a perspective of American Blacks.
Get it.
But the fact is that these mistakes need to happen so we can talk about it. So we can have people going,
Nope. And you know where your cancel signal is and where you get beat up on the top of the head? People just tell you to shut up, dude. It's Flacco just snitched on you. He said, you know better. You know better. All right? You understand black folks so much so that when you sitting around us, you know exactly the right stuff to say on what's disrespectful to us. All right? What we value. All right? The things that other people should not be doing to us. This is what GodFrey does, dude. That's true. All right. So that means you know more better than anybody else, dude, sitting up here with these damn Africans cackling, violating. And I tell y'all this, some Sambos, coons, and tethers think that they have built enough financial, political capital with us, rubbing elbows and, oh, I took up for y'all. All right, I said this, I did that. So they feel like down the road, when the money comes in, they can sell us out, Halls. All right, now they can start acting funny. All right, no, the white folks then backed up the bricks truck real quick. All right, and dropped that stanky load off. All right, all that money. All right, yeah, and now you're acting weird. All right. You doing things that are blatantly offensive. You're having topics on talking about topics you ain't got no business talking about. And now he's sitting here admitting to you, yeah, maybe we need to tap into these things that irritate you on purpose here, these things that offend you, so that we can have longer dialogue about it. We don't want to have dialogue about y'all political trash about us, dude. All right, because every time we do and we start to call you out, you start cursing, you start blowing up and acting the way you are now, nigga. All right, that's what happens. We end up being the bad guy. You turn into what's his name? Michael Blackson, nigga, off of Next Friday. All right, after Craig threw him into the CD cases. Don't hit me. Don't. This is John Blaze. I can get jiggy. What you turn into? All right. No, all of a sudden we the bully now. All right, we're wrong. All right, because we don't want you sitting here bothering our shit, dude. This belongs to Freedman. All right, that's all. All right. Now, when Michael B. Jordan took a small piece of time to quote unquote start appropriating his cognac with a Trinidadian name, you heard Nicki Minaj step up out of nowhere. Oh no, don't be doing that. Don't be taking our stuff. All right. Well, the same shit applies to us, nigga. All right, on everything. All right. You don't get to flex, to pull weight, to tell us how important your culture is, and then start trying to play with ours. All right. Shit. A lot of y'all niggas done lost your damn mind. All right. And if you're Nigerian, you're going to stay Nigerian, sir. All right. You don't get to flirt and blur the lines on what's convenient to you. All right. Oh, it's these fence sitters. All right. And when shit pop off, a nigga acting like he don't know his ass from his elbows. All right. Right. You ain't got no allegiance to nobody but yourself. What's going on, Steady Marvin? I see you in the building, brother. I'm chilling. All right. Yeah, trying to get it done. All right. Listen to this garbage here. Flacco put this clip up. We're just going through this here with GodFrey, man. All right. Yeah, him snitching on himself. Mm-hmm.
I think David probably didn't mean it that way, but the British black experience is so different than the black American experience. He probably was like, no, it's a little subservient. They don't know any better. A lot of them just don't know any better.
No,
and I think
listen,
it's that. Listen, hold up.
Sounded like some white people. I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
It was whack, but I said I'm sorry, but it definitely sounded like some white people. But I get it.
It did. In other words, it was corny, nigga. All right. Which what that sister trying to tell you is it was corny. All right. It wasn't any need for it. All right. Ain't like you guys are out here with incredible jokes behind this bullshit you're doing. All right. That's not the case. All right. These are top shelf garbage like jokes here, dude. All right. No, where you're reaching in the hills, man, to gather some trash. All right. And throw it on top of Friedman. Oh, this is y'all language. This is how y'all talk. No, we don't, niggas. All right. Yeah, stop referencing us, dude, because y'all ain't got no substance over there. Us and argue. Get out of here, niggas. All right. Yeah, you looking for one of us so you can stick your chest out and start arguing. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
But
can only
already defeated, man. Hold on here.
Colonial mentality.
The
That white people.
colonial mentality. Huh?
I say.
I caught that. He said it's called the colonial mentality. What are you? Hold on. Yeah, what are you? I'll bring them back in here. There we go. I guess I got to hold this bitch steady. Internet is shaky around this motherfucker. Oh boy. Okay, this is better in here. All right.
Right? Again, this just falls and reaffirms all the negative stereotypes.
Surprised by people were responding because we appreciate the fact that, you know, although your heritage is Nigerian, listen, I've been through all the arguments with ex-boyfriend, Nigerian, the whole nine. So I understand.
Yeah, but I grew up. First of all, I grew up in Chicago.
We were a little surprised by your reaction.
I don't give a fuck what you all were thinking, because I didn't make him say that.
I didn't say it.
I didn't make him say that. So all of that, because you all sit there and try to pick at the smallest thing for us to up. First of all, that me and Akbar grew up in Crenshaw. All right, I grew up in Chicago, some of the blackest cities around. Chicago's the most segregated city in this country. So I know what Black Americans are like, because I was stopped by cops, harassed by cops, called the whole nine. Okay, so I'm a little bit different, but that show, what our show is, it's just 9-10 months. We're doing really well. It's needed. Nothing's gonna be perfect. So when someone goes, I didn't like your reaction, you're not my parent, first off. And I'm the first person, if I'll go, man, my bad. But David said it. So to villainize me is bullshit. That's black just trying to have something to about. See, what we're doing is we're trying to work out our kinks. People are traumatized. Black Americans are traumatized. Caribbeans are traumatized. Africans are traumatized. Everybody's traumatized. Black women are traumatized. Black men are traumatized. So this is all coming from trauma. And this should...
Because the difference in the role is like, you put a gentleman that played the Martin Luther King role. That guy that played that role. What he said using the context trauma is, he said he didn't grow up by him being from where he's at. He didn't grow up with the same levels of trauma that the folks in the U.S. have, meaning the black folks here, meaning slavery, all this other stuff. Now he goes back to use this context to say that everybody's going through these cases. If that's the case, this is how you should have explained or at least broke it down when that man was on your platform. All right, it's what we call backtracking. It's okay to have an opinion even if we disagree with it, but then the standing on it thing. Like, even for your cases, man, like I respected the fact that he wouldn't go on Vlad TV's show. He was one of the few people, him, Lord Jamal, a couple of others. Lord Jamal ended up actually going back later on, but like they had like a little bit of a petition where they said nobody's going to go on, on Vlad's show, due to some of the controversial, statements and stuff that he's made and what he said to Farrakhan. We're not going. All right. And, I tilt my hat to that. But that's not political currency amongst us to mean that, all right, because you did right by us right here, in this case, that means you can grab some of these tellers up in here and then start throwing shots and doing stuff that that's not appropriate. All right. I don't doubt that he grew up in Chicago and got harassed by the police. And like you said here, one of the worst areas. I mean, respect to his experience here. But it's still, when we get down to start talking about our stuff culturally, lineage-wise, political-wise, and everything else, these are things that we don't allow people to play with. Not you, not Luther Campbell, not any one of these other gentlemen here that found yourself flirting in and out with the Karen Hunters and the Kamala Harrises and all of these folks that are directly involved in politics. Yeah, trying to mash our political struggles with that. Every time it starts to grease themselves together, that's the offense. Yeah, even for Dave Chappelle, is he getting his backlashes for some of the comments he made? Sure. All right, first thing people are pointing to is his wife. That's the very first thing that they're doing. All right, right. All right, to me, it's fair criticism. Do I agree with everything being said? No, but is it fair criticism across the board? Yeah. Because some parts in there that have like people speaking for us, not to say that that's where he claims to be there, which is second and third, which he's usually on the right side of the conversation. I will say that for Dave. Yeah, most of the time, if it's a political situation, he's on the right side. All right, I think they just kind of caught him off guard, honestly. All right. Yeah, even as he answers the question, he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, that's a loaded question." All right. All right, he's letting you know, even the viewership. I'm caught off guard. I didn't expect all of this. All right. Dave Chappelle's been caught in a lot of controversial things, but like I said, it is what it is. I believe he apologized afterwards, what have you. But all right, yeah, you can't come in our crib like that, dude. Just like we can't come in yours like that. There's a certain level of respect you still have to have culturally, Godfrey. And that's the point there. All right, we can't say, all right, F the politics of your culture, this, that, and the third. We can't do that. We got to come in there with the utmost respect because that's your house. Especially if we stand in your land. Yeah. Hold on here.
Should be a therapeutic podcast. It should be a podcast where we go, hey man, we got to talk about these things. But to just go, I'm disappointed. None of you, my parent. None of you. Nobody's perfect talking to me. You do a podcast and do better than.
You see how condescending he is? He says that podcast is necessary to have the dialogue, but he can't receive criticism. And he represents 90% of the most Africans. They like to throw rocks, but they don't want the rocks being thrown back at them, right? The woman, he didn't ask, well, what was wrong with my response? Let's have a dialogue about my response. No, he proceeded to attack this woman and say a whole bunch of cuss words and everything, because this is who he really is, right? This is who he is, right? But see, this is the thing. He can do that to us, but other Africans know other Africans, and they know the mentality of their people. They know the psyche of that tribalism and the way that they operate and the way that they think. So Poetic Flacco just completely flatlined him, right? And I mean, listen, check this out.
I don't even understand how vile what Godfrey just said is, how trifling, disgusting, and vile what he just said is. Let me explain to you guys real quick. Godfrey just says Black Americans have trauma. Because of their trauma, that's why they're overreacting to this David clip. Take it with a grain of salt. They're just overreacting. It's trauma speaking. Let's speak about that trauma real quick. The Black American trauma they're currently feeling is because of slavery, systematic racism, Jim Crow, civil rights, 400 years of overcoming and enduring. 400 years. They endure a lot of tragic things, but they're enduring, they're overcoming their trauma is a consequence of greedy Africans who sold them. They were sold, they were betrayed by Africans. So the same Black Americans who are currently filled with the trauma, who had to endure the unspeakable, still said during the civil rights movement, even though we know our African brothers sold us, they betrayed us, we still want them to come over here. We're still gonna march, protest, and do whatever we gotta do, put our safety at risk, so you guys can pass laws to bring our African brothers over here, because we want them to enjoy the prosperity and freedoms off our backs and our sweat. But in 2026, the same Africans that they know betrayed them, the same Africans that they know sold them and slimed them out, the same Africans that they pushed to come here even though they knew the history, the same Africans is now on a podcast in 2026 making fun of the very same trauma that they caused. Do you understand how sick that is? That is some nasty stuff right there, bruh. That's nasty, man. That's nasty. Yo, Black Americans are patient, bro. They are patient. Because I'll be real, bro. I don't think
sisters, we ain't got to say nothing. They already know better.
Still getting thrown.
They know who we are. They knew who we were when they were in their villages, watching us on TV.
All right, I gotta bring this back here. You just made a solid point.
I'm gonna speak it. Let's speak about that trauma real quick. The Black American trauma they're currently feeling is because of slavery, systematic racism, Jim Crow, civil rights. 400 gonna march, protest, and do whatever we got to do, put our safety at risk, so you guys can pass laws to bring our African brothers over here, because we want them to enjoy the prosperity and freedoms off our backs and our sweat. But in 2026, the same Africans that they know betrayed them, the same Africans that they know sold them and slimed them out, the same Africans that they pushed to come here even though they knew the history, the same Africans is now on a podcast in 2026 making fun of the very same trauma that they caused. Do you understand how sick that is? That is some nasty stuff right there, bruh. That's nasty, man. That's nasty. Yo, Black Americans are patient, bro. They are patient. Because I'll be real, bro. I don't think my anger issues and my anger problems, I'll be able to control myself, homie. You come on a podcast and make fun of slavery and mock it. Oh, it's the slavery talking. Huh? And you sold us, and we forgave you, and we still marched and still protested to have y'all over here so y'all can endure prosperity? Listen, don't get fooled, right? Because even during that podcast, they was talking about, oh, man, listen, man, when you go back to Africa, you take off the armor that you have to wear in America because the system, man, listen, man, there's not enough armor in the world that will sway an African to choosing to live in Africa over America. There's not.
There's the killer point right there. All right. You need somebody whose peoples and ancestors is from over there. That's why it's key that Flacco is saying this. All right, so people can stop waving flags and BSing you and telling you all of this trash, man, that they know they truly don't believe in their hearts, man. They would never go back home. All right, this is America, the land of milk and honey. All right, no, the land of milk and honey. All right. Yeah, you would never, dude. All right. Yeah, fight anybody to get back in one of them huts, dude. No, you wouldn't. All right, talking about you can take the armor off. He said leave all the racism and everything, man. Get out of here, dude. All right. Hold on here. Let me let him say it one more time.
To Africa, you take off the armor that you have to wear in America because the system, man, listen, man, there's not enough armor in the world that will sway an African to choosing to live in Africa over America. There's not enough armor in the world that will make GodFrey choose to stay in Africa opposed to America, man. Don't let them fool y'all, bro. It's cracking over here now, man.
So my brothers, sisters, we ain't got to say nothing. They already know better. They know who we are. They knew who we were when they were in their villages, watching us on TV, achieve, influence the world. They know who we are when they get here and they see us. They emulate our talk, our walk, our dance, our foods, everything about us they emulate. And they walk around with a sense of jealousy because of who we are. And they believe, I've heard some of them say this, we only achieve these things because of close proximity to the white man. And if only they can get that same close proximity, they can achieve more. That's
right. Yeah, some deadbeat lie. And you watching people eat that lie, man. It's Tom Homan and his crew jumping over fences and grabbing people by the shoulders. All right. No, that lie, if you can get closer next to pale skin here, Halls, that's going to go ahead to even your odds. No, dude, you got to understand, for Friedman's case, we had to go up against the toughest and the biggest bully in the world, and we won. All right, several times. That's the difference. When you go ahead and talk about our cases in war and the big bad bully you running from, we would have chased these niggas across the street somewhere. All right. We're talking about the history here of this and the real terms in here. I'm not talking about, we said, barbecue in this game. All right. I'm talking about us being able to take over some land well over a year. And that ain't no small thing for Port-au-Prince. All right. It ain't anything small. Let me make sure I say that. All right. Because it ain't like Kenya's military or somebody else can come in there to take it back over. Trust me, they've tried, dude. All right. I'm not telling you this because I don't know that they've tried. All right. Yeah. All right. But as I said in here, we're going against the biggest military, the biggest bullies out here, and actually won. All right. So that's the difference. They didn't want to give you any cases in the circumstances, even if you talk about George Floyd's situation. No, that was the L they didn't want to have to take it, but they didn't have any choice. They seen all them people outside. All right. And you're not just talking about in Minneapolis or Minnesota. That you're talking about in Los Angeles. You're talking about in Atlanta. You're talking about in Washington, D.C. This was all over. All right. Shit, Maxine Waters was sitting out there saying, yeah, we're going to go in them courts and we're going to go look to get the verdict that we want. And if we don't get the verdict we want, we're going to stay in the streets. All right. Yeah, I ain't never heard no black political official with a bunch of black folks outside talking like that. All right. But that was reassurance. All right. And support for the black crowd that was out there. All right. Shit, they already charged a whole lot of people, man. You got to understand that was around the same circumstances with Brother Tyreek and Jason Blackhead. They paid a whole lot of bail. If you had any like resisting or arrest charges or like arsonist or vandalist, this, that, and the third, violence towards a police officer, anything like that, those folks would pay for your bail, dude. They would get you out of there. Anything associated to that. All right. And what they lined up and what they found out to those circumstances based on how many people they locked up here, for the people that had legal counsel, they just had to let them go. All right. They just dropped your charges. All right. Yeah. Because you can only prosecute so many people on one day, dude. All right. You hauling all of these folks in here, giving them charges, hoping they're going to make deals and they ain't got legal counsel. All right. Yeah. And if you overpile and overstack the damn system here, not even by like 20, 30, I said about 30%. We wasn't even that damn close. It automatically broke and shut down right there in front of you. All right. I mean, that's like I said, the same niggas they hauled in, they had to let go. All right. The moment you said you had legal counsel, all right, they had to leave you alone. All right. Yeah, that's what happens when you clog that funky ass system up just a little bit. All right. They showed you firsthand. All right. And it wouldn't take much for it to tip over.
That's why they come here and try to be the model citizen. They come here and look down on us, right? And believe that they're better. And do everything that they can do in their power to put their nose in some white cooch or to have the Pink Panther running through their womb. This is what they do. Not realizing that's not the story. We are who we are because of who we are. Everything that we ever got in this country, we earned it. Nobody's more American than the foundational Black American. We are the foundation. We were first. We have the most inventions. We built the railroads. We built the foundation of this country. The blood that runs through our veins also runs down the streets and the alleyways and the rivers for the sacrifices that we had to endure. We shed blood for this country. We fought in every war. We were a part of everything. We are part of the mental and the social fabric of this country. This country don't exist without foundational Black America.
Yeah. Yeah, we damn sure part of the mental and social fabric of this country. All right. Not just morally here. They like us to hold the moral thing in here. Most of the time you hear that from the Democratic side when they want a black person to vote for nothing. You guys are the America's moral conscience. We don't want to be your moral conscience, dude. We want the money you owe us, nigga. We want all the loot that we were supposed to get. I'm not interested in that, nigga. All right, where's the loot? All right. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. That's what we go to tell him politically. But as far as what he's saying, I agree with what my brother's saying. All right. And we are responsible here for everything that is beautiful and great and some of the stuff that people dabble in. Hell, shit. Black folks over the last, 20 to 50 years have made more music for white folks than white men have. All right. I'm just saying, just to kind of point it here in a certain direction. We have. All right. Everything they boogie into, the weddings, some of the circumstances of we say apple bottom jeans and Flow Rider and some of them. All right. No, I see white women getting down, dude. All right. Yes, indeed. To black folks' music. All right. Yeah, and I bring this up, man, because it was a guy on the internet everybody swarmed, man. This guy got mad because a woman was dancing at her own wedding, dude, which was just weird. And it was like he said something about it was strange because it wasn't a black wedding at all. There was no black folks there, not even the DJ, dude. No, not even a DJ. All right, yeah, and he had got mad at the bride and said, "Oh well, that Negro music, this, that, and the third." It's like, dude, man, we can't help it that you guys don't create any jams for your women. All right, or they not interested in whoever it is, greatest hits. They ain't trying to hear that to get down. That's not what makes them feel loose. All right, right? How is that our responsibility? All right, shit. Well, what's the last big song that they had out here, man? Try that in a small town. All right. Was it Jason Alden? All right. Right. That's the last big joint I remember them having, and they stopped playing that joint right after the Montgomery uprising. All right. Yeah, with that boat stuff when you met Aquaman and all those other folks. All right. Yeah, they stopped playing that song real quick. All right. Yes, indeed. They cut it off. Are you shitting me, bro? All right, cut it off, dude. All right, yeah. That ain't our fault. All right, shit. All right, that's why I said I said 20 to 30 years or so, whatever it is. I forgot who made the song Pick Up the Pieces. All right. Yeah, I'm talking about some music for your women, man. Hey, you got Nick Fuentes out here going off and shit. All right, yeah. I'm getting mad at some white woman he didn't even qualify for. He said he ain't even like girls. All right, she put a picture on social media. She found the tallest black man she could find. All right, smiling all giddy in the picture. All right, that nigga lost his damn mind, dude. All right, he said, yeah, I don't care if she has an OnlyFans page, but the black guy, that did it for me. All right, as if you qualified, man. All right, stop it, dude. Hey, they've been going off. Yeah, I seen him recently doing that, man. All right, recently. All right, going off at this poor white woman. All right, yeah, leave that woman alone. All right, yeah, she's into the brothers. All right, yeah, she likes to hang out with the brothers. All right, shit, that's her prerogative. Speaking of people's party get crashed, a nigga came in here halting with a stick, dude. All right, it's one of y'all own people. They had some type of 4th of July gathering here around like a graveyard. It's like a grave site for military veterans. All right, and this is also for some of the people that were in the Confederates. So while they were lined up like this, a guy came out of nowhere with his camera and rolled up on these people.
Thank you all for coming today. 2,000 men are buried here. How did they die? They died as traitors to their country. They died to preserve the institution of slavery, the right to own, breed, rape, and kill their fellow humans with impunity. Don't touch me.
Let's go. You're probably a Democrat voter too, aren't you?
They don't play here when you try to go against the grain. All right. Now look at his face. Look at his fingers when he comes. Look at the guy with the jacket. Look at him.
Country.
Look at him.
They died to preserve the institution of slavery.
Look at him.
The right to own.
Look at his finger, man. Look at what does that mean?
Slavery.
What does that mean? Look.
The right to.
Can somebody please tell me what that means, all right? Does anybody speak this? Look at his finger, y'all. He's gonna walk up here, he's gonna put his finger out here as he's rolling up here. All right, he didn't say a word, man. He just immediately started grabbing this man.
Died to preserve the institution of slavery. The right to own, breed, rape, and kill their fellow humans with impunity. Don't touch me.
Let's go. You're probably a Democrat voter too, aren't you?
Hey, Doug. As vice. Let's go. I'm not doing anything. I'm just talking.
Hey, come on.
I have every right to be here as they do.
No. This is federal property.
Right. It's federal property.
And it's not.
It's a public property.
You're not here to speak.
Yes, I am.
You're not.
I brought this.
As a Northerner, I'm
Confederate
telling you to shut the fuck up.
flag is not only a flag of defeat.
You need to leave.
It is a flag of degeneracy, depravity, and perversion.
Yeah, and they get, look, man, when you ain't gonna shut the hell up for them, they just gonna start beating you, man. All right, it's 5 old white men who mean business, dude. Do you see the blaze on this guy over here? All right, here he is again. All right, it looks like he came over here to be friendly. Look at that wrinkle in his forehead. All right, yes, they mean serious business, man. All right, about you disrupting the Confederate ceremony, dude. All right, whatever they got going on.
Degeneracy, depravity.
They're trying to make sure you don't see their hands. Look at that.
You need to go. You need to go, boy.
At least one American slave trader.
Can you talk to me real quick?
2,000 men are buried here.
I'm investigating.
How did they die?
Okay, come on, let's go, dude. I just need you to come over here. I'm investigating
I'm
a
on
trespass.
a public sidewalk.
Yeah, you're being disorderly too because you're screaming and freaking out,
I'm
causing a
talking.
distraction. No,
I have a right to talk. That's
sit over
free
here.
speech.
I know you have a right to talk. That's fine. But
Take
I need
your
you
hands off me,
I need
please.
you to come over here because
Please
we're,
take your hands
we're
off me.
investigating a trespass because you're on
Please
their
unhand
property.
me.
I'm not handing you.
You are handing
Dude,
me. Get your hand off of
Come
me.
sit over here. That's all I'm asking.
Get your hand off
That
me.
is it.
Am I free to go?
No. We are investigating a criminal trespass.
I am
now because you
exercising
were
my
there.
right to remain
To
silent.
Okay, that's fine. Just sit over here.
No.
You're detained right now.
This is the director of the cemetery. Has something to say to you.
Sir, I'm asking that you be trespassed from the cemetery.
You're good. Thank you, sir. Everything's on body camera. Okay, sir. Basically, if you go up into the cemetery's property again, you will be arrested, okay?
Where does the property begin?
Huh?
Where does the property begin?
Steps.
In his autobiography, Frederick Douglass describes the cowskin whip. Quote, "The cowskin is made entirely of untanned but dried oxhide and is about as hard as a piece of well-seasoned live oak."
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Just a barbarian savage, man. Now, he looked like something from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You see this white man's boots? Oh, my God. All right. Straight from the Confederate fields, them boots. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I told you, man, you got a bunch of angry white dudes. Somebody's going to put foot in his ass. Somebody grabbed him like the Undertaker, dude. All right. One hand, whole camera dropped and everything, man. Foot in your ass. All right. No, those your peoples. I don't want to hear nothing, dude. All right. I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing, dude. I'm watching. All right. Yeah, I'm looking. All right. Look at them boots. Look at them boots.
And it's about as hard as a piece of well-seasoned
shit.
live oak.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. And I bet you the police ain't even going to arrest this dude, man. He did it right in front of the cops, man. All right. Yeah, y'all all up on this other dude.
It's made entirely.
He said, screw this shit. He was sitting down. That's him right there all the way to the right. All right. He said, damn this shit.
Cow skin is made entirely
Here he
of untanned but dried oxhide, and it's about as hard as a piece of well-seasoned live oak.
Not do that, all right?
I'd like to press charges for assault.
Yeah, it's time. Yeah, you got to put him in handcuffs. Yeah, man. All right.
Not do that, all right?
I'd like to press charges for assault.
Yeah, what kind of belt is that, man?
If we go up into the cemetery's property again, you can't be arrested, okay?
Where does the property begin?
Huh?
Where does the property begin?
Steps.
Bottom of the steps.
In his autobiography, Frederick Douglass describes the cowskin whip. Quote, "The cowskin is made entirely of untanned but dried oxhide.
According to these statutes here, Gavin Newsom is just giving away 136 acres of the above California coastline to the indigenous tribes. So more $5 Indians are going to get land out of this government. I repeat, as of July the 5th, according to the New York Post, Governor Gavin Newsom is going to give away 136 acres, all right, of all the above California coastline to the indigenous tribes, aka $5 Indians. All right, no, you've heard it here. No, you care to go look all this stuff up, you can. Stay at the New York Post. You go ahead. I ain't reading it out. I just told you. All right. Yeah. And you know whose land that is? Freedmen's. Ours. That's our shit. These niggas done got casinos. You done got reservations. You done already had land. You didn't give them land. All right. Are we responsible, all right, for the cases that for people say for the reservation looks bad? Nigga, anything in the world that's your land can be kept up if you want it to look good. Right? If you want it to be in some type of decent shape, you can keep something looking good. All right. Shit, I've watched black folks have the bare minimum, the smallest spaces ever, the smallest whatever here, and had a setup looking fly, dude. All right. Yeah, because it's they shit. They can design it to make it look however it describes their personality and what type of person they is. And if you ain't somebody of filth and trash and garbage, well, then you ain't got filth and trash and garbage hanging all around you, then do you? All right. I don't want to hear all this madness. All right. I heard from what's that woman's name? The green-eyed, brown-eyed woman, Jane Elliott. All right. She was arguing with the black dude about reparations. And he was like, yeah, they got reservations. And then what the black dude argued, said, man, we ain't even get an opportunity to get reservations. All right. So you can't tell us what we don't need and what wouldn't have been a big deal for us. All right. Yeah, that's when I kind of I just brushed her off at that. I never liked Jane Elliott after that. I seen that. All right. Because she cool with talking about racism and every damn thing else until you start talking about black people getting reparations. She's going to get real funky on you. All right, well, the Native Americans should get reparations first. The Native Americans, I didn't ask you about them, ma'am. I didn't ask you a word about them. All right, why are you deflecting into some Native Americans? What are you really trying to say? All right, y'all better watch this stuff. Joe Biden did that shit a lot too. All right, Elizabeth Warren too. All right, no, every time you start talking about reparations for you and your people, they say education. All right, or defer off to well, the Native Americans deserve reparations too. Like, huh? Well, I think they need to be able to argue their own claim. I'm not here to speak about what they deserve or what they don't, but they damn sure don't deserve anything over top of us when we're coming directly to come in here to get what we're supposed to get. All right. That's not your political job here to lift up another class of people and put them in front of our economic gains. This is when you start to look at these politicians and you recognize from seeing some shit like this, they're against you, Halls, and they know what you want. All right. They playing in your damn face. All right. They know what Friedman and asked for. They know exactly, all right, what you expect from them. And they're hoping for time to wither away for you to catch Alzheimer's, for you to slip into this. I'm playing around. Let me get back to this bullshit. And they can go back to business as usual. All right. They just want you to forget, dude. That's it. That's why every time you turn around, you hear one of us yelling out reparations or saying something. No, that's a debt that's owed, and you're going to pay it. All right? All of it. All right? No, you end up not getting paid here, Halls, when you let them configure and categorize what the conversation and the narrative is going to be. Cut the check came from Friedman, not them. Mm-hmm. Yep. And we put the terms that way so the most simplest person in the world here can understand what that meant. So it wasn't that technical for you. All right. It didn't have to be so extra. You could get right to exactly what you meant politically. Cut the check. All right. Stop the bull jobbing. Quit talking to us in circles. All right. We don't care. All right. And cut the check. All right. Not our problem, dude. Don't know what you're talking about. All right. Not our problem. All right. That's why I go ahead to put that there to the case, because that's been part of the line. Mm-hmm.
I gotta wait for Nick.
Mm-hmm. All right. No, amen to this point here. We got the great Reverend Al Sharpton. Now, if you want to know what these old niggas have done wrong here, dude, no, they repeatedly keep coming to recycle things that haven't worked for you. Now, if these things work, I would be one of the first people to say you need to listen to the great Reverend Al. Certain parts of his reputation and within his name and the stuff that he's put forth, no, that can't be touched by anybody. You would be correct to say that. All right, and respect to the great things that's in his legacy. But for the tap dancing and cooning and buffooning, that will always be called out. All right, political legitimacy, that went with Mike Brown when it came to him. When folks seen that he wasn't on board and we couldn't trust him to take care of business, then one of our fallen soldiers there in the streets, we just looked at him side-eyed and understood that, like him, like Benjamin Crump, like Lee Merritt, no, these are all the same type of individuals. All right, civil suit guys, ambulance chasers. You understand? All right, folks. But yeah, folks waiting for that civil suit, or all right, to speak to the police union to see how much you're gonna get. All right. Yeah. We know that scene here, especially Lee Merritt, Benjamin Crump. I told you their jobs is to look for the biggest bootlick in your family. Your auntie, a brother, a sister, your mama, father, the biggest Sambo you got in the family, dude. And take that one around to do the interviews and to make the rounds. All right. Somebody who's going to say, forgive, nigga. All right. That person in your family. All right. But hold on. This is Al Sharpton talking about what the problem is in Black society today.
And one guy said, I'm tired of marching. I said, what's the last march you've been to? I mean, think about that. We have everybody been marching but us. Where are we? And our silence gives the message to our community that we are content. And one guy said, I'm tired.
No. We are not content upon anything, Hoss. We're moving strategically by not wearing out shoe leather. Marching, dude, did what it was supposed to do back in the day when we say Bloody Sunday, or like for Bloody Sunday, the significance behind that was to show the world from an international scope here that America is full of BS and doo-doo. All right. They're talking about democracy and calming down other nations and stopping the violence in other countries. Meanwhile, they're coming home and punishing and dropping the boot on us 24/7. All right. So it publicly and internationally exposed America's hypocrisy, because the world can see people on television, black folks on television, being attacked. Some of these folks were paid $15, deputized. All right, because the crowd of black people going over top of the Edmonds Pettus Bridge was so big. All right, they needed extra officers. So what they did, I told you, for the guy that worked at the deli, the person who made hot dogs, the individual who pumped gas. All right, here's $15 for police uniform and a baton. We need you to help us with the crowd. All right, all this took place for Bloody Sunday, y'all, and the world seen it. So that gave us something, Al Sharpton, in the cases of like with marching. There was a reward. There was a gift there behind, because a lot of these folks knew they had to watch how they move now. All right, the rest of the world is watching. All right. No, you're not just amongst yourself where you used to doing this and there's no consequences. Other people are looking. All right. Yeah, you got to be careful how you act now. All right. And it worked. All right. But you needed individuals, all right, to sacrifice themselves there at that time here, Halls. Now, of course. Yeah, what a day. And so y'all seen that video earlier I had from that spectacle. I was sitting there just trying to talk to my people, private conversation there, but yeah, I had an amazing day, man. All right, the world is full of characters, man. Cartoon characters. All right, yeah. Like I say, you don't got to get your blood up, man. Don't get your blood all up, man. Somebody come around the corner crazy at you. As a man, you have to be prepared to strike, to know to take care of business here, to do all that. All that other extra shit, man, is for the birds. All right, it's 1,000 now. It's 1,000 degrees outside. For what? All right, for what? All right, doesn't mean anything, man. All right, and I understand here from the cases we've been working around people with mental health issues. Some people scream and yell like that because they're in fear. All right. Yeah. Or man, I have no doubts on anything. Sometimes in cases you say the loudest person in the room is the weakest person in the room. I scream, the flailing arms. I'm prepared to fight the world. All right. Yeah. I say like that, man. I ain't letting that come. Anything like that come to disturb my bubble because.
Man, he gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, he's harassing everybody. He's terrorizing.
He's terrorizing the community.
He's terrorizing the neighborhood.
Yeah, man. Yeah, walking around with no shirt on. He just looks bad. Yeah. Talking about he talking to himself, man. No, you're not, man. Right. I'm talking about. I've seen some strange stuff today. For some of all my people attending, it's like, man, what happened to the video you had earlier where you was talking? Yeah, it's just had a wild a hooligan moment, man. All right, yeah, something escaped from the zoo. All right, I don't know. It was a guy boom sitting around like, hold on. All right, is everything all right? Are you okay? Is everything all right? All right, maybe we might have to get the authorities involved, man. All right, shit. And sometimes people need Narcan and all types of stuff. All right, you never know. All right, I don't know. In certain cases, I'm guessing like the next person. All right, hey, what would you do? Exactly. All right, I'm just looking. I'm in awe. Like, okay, all right. Well, this is better than what the hell I was getting ready to talk about. All right. Yeah, he said, no, I got material now, nigga, for the next 4 days. All right. Oh, good. I'm talking about legitimate, raw content. All right. Yeah. All right. But I had to be careful with how I'm moving things here. Yeah, man. I said, good God Almighty. All right. No, it's every once in a while, the good Lord just gives you a moment. Just hands you something right on a platter. All right. I'm like, all right, okay, this joker is he going off, man. He chilling. I guess he thought he was bothering me. I wasn't live streaming at all. Here's the thing. Originally I wasn't live streaming at all. All right. I'm good at being able to read my surroundings and different things. You know when stuff is appropriate, when you can move and kind of put something on when you can't. All right. So I'm always concentrated with that if I'm doing anything associated to streaming. So as I'm sitting there looking and I'm watching Raising Kanan or whatever I'm looking at, and I'm directing, moving around little clips and stuff and snippets I can show the people. All right. I just see the car just drive in. So as I see the car, I'm like, all right, whatever. He go pull in. You go pull in. He leans his head forward all the way where I'm at. I'm like, all right, here comes the bullshit. All right. It's already in my mind. All right, I'm locked in. All right, here comes the bullshit. All right. So he parks. Go to park his car. He starts blasting all of this weird music, man. It's just sad country music. All right. Whatever it is, he's just blasting it, man. All right. I'm like, okay, all right. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. Okay, if it make you feel better. All right, cool. All right, hopefully everybody has a good day. So I'm thinking to myself. All right. And I always try to stay in a positive frame. I don't care what's going on here. All right. As long as I put nothing terroristic on me, just like whatever, I'm not really, all right, who cares? All right. I've watched people act out my entire life. I went to public schools, goddammit. All right. I've seen all types of shit. All right. Now, for my circumstances here, just looking at that, I'm like, okay, all right, where the music's playing. It's been a while, dude. Blasting music. I'm talking about from well over 25, 30 minutes blasting. All right. Finally, I guess the nigga's so mad, yo, because nobody will address him. All right. Nobody will say, everybody acting like you don't exist. Good. All right. You gotta say for the crazy nigga, don't look at him. Don't just keep moving. Don't say nothing to him, y'all. All right. No, you borderline crazy, nigga. All right. Right. What's wrong with him? All right. Don't say nothing to him. Don't look at him. All right. Right. I'm staying to these strict these methods of dealing with crazy because I'm sitting out there. All right. Yeah, he gets mad, I guess, because nobody will bother him. And he finally just starts ranting and yelling, oh, the punto. Speaking all of this Spanish in here as if I don't acquire. I'm very versed in bilingual. All right. Yeah. So he's calling me all types of the B words and this, that, and the third. What I'm thinking to myself is, all right, you speak English. You speak English. All right. So from man to man, if you wanted me to understand what you're saying, you're not going to speak it in that language. All right. That's cowardly to me. All right. We're grown. All right. If I want somebody to know something, I'm going to say it to them in a way that they can understand. All right. That's the first thing that came to my mind. All right. Second thing, yeah, you yelling at me from behind my back, dude. All right. Right. You want my full attention. Why not come to the front of the car? Like, oh, that's weird, dude. All right. Obviously, something going on with you. Yeah. All right. So I picked my phone up and went to go press record. All right. Yes, indeed. Yes. Give me as much material as possible, nigga. All right. Yeah. Some of this stuff I can hear and some of this stuff I can't. I have to go back and work with this to try to up the volume on some of these things here. Because you can hear it if you get super close. All right. But it ain't to the greatest standards of what I thought it was. Next time I got to open the door. All right. It would be, I forget how much you can't hear shit sitting inside the car. You really can't, dude. All right. Now, from your camera, it's what you call it. I can. I'm used to sitting in there. I can hear certain stuff if I would like to. All right. But I'm talking about being able to get, all right, it at its full pitch. I needed to crack the door, and I ain't even do that there. No, I ain't look. All right. I ain't want to let any of the crazy in there. All right. None of that energy. You keep that over there. All right. Yeah. And getting into a Dragon Ball Z moment. All right. Absorbing crazy. All right. Street Fighter mode. All right. Blanca. All right. Right. Like, get out of here, man. All right. Yeah. I'm talking about trying to power up, man. All right. This shit is silly. All right. I'm used to dealing with grown people, man. I ain't with certain grown folks, man. Rather you drink, man. All right. Or you dabble into this and that. All right. You know what your limits are. All right. Yeah. You don't have people checking up on you and, all right, looking at you. You know better. All right. You get to a certain standard where you don't care about yourself and then you don't care about nobody else around you. That's on you. All right. It's dangerous. All right. You got some cats who are literally, you crashed all the way out. So you walk around on a suicide mission. That's on you. All right, leave the people alone that's doing good for themselves, dude, or care about themselves, or love their family, or, all right, no, actually show a piece of inspiration when a person looking out the window, they can see something that looks good. All right, yeah, you got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre look running around here. All right, yeah, crazy. All right, bobbing up the damn street here 24/7, nigga. I'm talking about 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I told you I tried to sneak outside to go stream, right? I couldn't do it. I couldn't. All right, it's 2:30 in the morning. This crazy ass nigga keeps, all right, stopping in front of the car and just looking. All right, like, what's wrong with this nigga? All right, shouldn't you be in the house, nigga? You ain't got something to do? All right. Shit, you talk about obsessing over another man. All right? Shit. Be careful, man, how some of y'all move, man. Some people lose their damn minds, nigga. All right? Lose all sanity, man, and everything else that you're supposed to be doing, moving in your life, man. All right? Nobody should hold that valuable of a moment, man, to slow you down. No one in the world. And some people, man, you need to get away, maybe. Put yourself in a different form and a place here, dude. All right? Maybe the space and the environment is not you for you right now at the moment. It could be that. All right? But the selfish refuse to remove themselves to help others. You understand that, right? All right? No, selfish and crash out means I'm burning down and I'm going to burn you down with me. That's why I say I don't play that type of game. All right? Call me what you want to call me. Yeah, I don't do that. All right? No, I don't. As a young black man, no, I don't have no damn criminal record. All right? No, that's a blessing. All right? That's a blessing. My fate could be like any other black person at any given time. All right? Yes, indeed. I'm trying to find a piece of wood or something to knock on. Hold on. All right? Something. All right? Yeah. All right? Yeah, my fate ain't like that. That's not for me being sloppy and walking around stupid. All right? And letting people trip you up into nonsense. Oh, you crazy? Oh, cool. I'm not, nigga. All right? I help you find a sane asylum. All right? Let me help you out. Yeah. Get away from me with that bullshit. All right? Yeah, that's not my life, dude. All right? It ain't. You ain't gonna try to connect me with Desert Storm. All right? You got a crazy pair of boots on, looking crazy. All right? Yeah, you all confused. You just looking at it like, hey, nigga, are you all right, nigga? All right, yeah, somebody come get your peoples, man. All right, come get them. All right. No, he said, no, everybody's uncomfortable, nigga. All right. No, not just me. All right, that's selfish, right? Not just me. No, everybody's uncomfortable. All right. That would be selfish, wouldn't it? That's just downright selfish. All right, for me to just discuss myself. All right. No, everyone is very uncomfortable. All right. Yeah, you don't get more raggedy than that. All right. Every time you come out here, you got to show yourself to somebody and let somebody know you ain't got no damn sense. What if we was trying to hide this? All right. Yeah, you had a friend or something come over that was important to you. All right. Yeah, and they pull up to that. All right. What do you do? Huh? No, it looks crazy. All right. All of it. The behavior, nigga, the way you move around, all of that, staring at people. All right. The moving back and forth. Oh, it's all crazy, nigga. All right. Because you don't know when he going to snap. You don't know. All right. We read the news every day. It be niggas just like that. Yup. I do news stories every day. I know what it look like. All right. Yo, it's the cats that they ignore that people ain't they sitting here that act like they ain't gonna pay no attention to, and you gonna keep walking past. Those be the ones. All right. And I'm talking about tragic stuff. So I don't play those type of games where I'm not heard or it's a mice quiet, this, that, the third. When you feel these threats here in life, especially as a young black male, I don't play them games. All right. You understand that this system ain't built to protect you, so you're gonna have to protect yourself. All right. By all means, they will take something for black society, have you chilling, release that right in your community, knowing it's out of control like a ticking time bomb. All right. And then when it goes ahead to harm somebody, same Democrats be sitting around in here talking about, well, we were trying to bring the biggest and brightest and the smartest here to you. All right. How does that represent that, dude? All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. If we enter any one of these other people's lands, with all due respect here, if we go to anybody else's spots in here and we come in there incorrect, not only are we going to be fined and in prison, but after they get finished, they're going to put a boot square dead up our asses and permanently ban us, dude. All right. We don't get to come into somebody else's houses and disrespect and throw shit around, dude. All right. And get confrontational with the people. All right. And all of like, all right, what is that? All right. And if you go on ride, I say this upon anybody, at least have a reason. All right. No, man, it's insanity, man, for a person to hit the wall over a stranger, nigga. I don't even know you. All right, you prepared to lose it all? All right, that's somebody who ain't got too much to hold on to. All right, real talk. All right, you just crashing out at anybody? Yeah, how much can you tell me about that person other than what you think you know? Right. Shit, people get caught up at the look of everything so much in here, Halls. You're not really checking off any boxes to see what's real or not here, dude. All right, folks will write their own fantasy in their head. And the worst part is it don't just stick with them. All right, it goes in here to this places for some people here where you have to act these things out, man. All right. Shit, everybody can build themselves. You ain't got to be jealous of the next person's character or act crazy in here, Halls, to get attention. Just as a man, all right? No, especially when you've been blessed with different things like family, just do what the hell you're supposed to do. That's it. There's the trick. Be the best version of you. Shit, everybody trying to catch up to this fantasy land that don't exist, man, where it's nothing there. It's an empty space, nigga. All right, let me tell you some good shit for free. All right, I don't care a damn how much money your hand touch and all of that other shit. Without the cases of family and folks around that love you, you ain't shit, nigga. You ain't nothing. All right? No, you're not. All right? You have to be able to see these parts there that where you came from here, Halls, and what makes you you. What's help to define you. And in cases when you in bad places, all right, for them to bring you back to your damn senses, nigga. All right? Because they've watched you your entire life. They can tell you exactly who you are, nigga. All right? That's your family. All right? And some people are so rogue. Yeah, you get so rogue with this circumstances of having hate for every damn body that you feel like it's you versus the world, and it ain't. All right? Shit, the good Lord put great people in your life here. I'm talking to everybody for a reason. All right? Do not take that for granted, dude. Not for a second, dude. All right? If you blessed to be around any person that gives a damn about your funky ass putting up with your shit, all right, you better thank the Lord, all right, and pray that that person never releases their grips on you, dude. All right, or you'll have a reason to burn down something. All right, shit. All right, a lot of folks playing with the fate of the only joys that you have, the last of your spoils, acting as if this is going to be here forever. All right, you're going to get exactly what you put in this game. And if you treat the world humble, respect, with love, honorable, the world is going to give you a hug back. It's going to be there one of your most critical, darkest times when you think you screwed. All right, you're going to be all right. Case in point, I'm going to tell y'all recently here. No, I lost my wallet, dude. Lost my damn wallet. All right. Now, I thought I lost my wallet on a bus. I think I told all y'all this. So I was chasing down orange buses all goddamn day. Come to find out, my shit wasn't even there. I finally got home at a couple hours later, frustrated, burnt out. I had got a tan. I was sitting out here in this heat so damn long. No wallet, right? Came home, took my boots, took me a little shower, what have you, changed my clothes. By the time I went to sit down, I got a call. It was a police officer. All right. Now, apparently, when I was running there on the strip by the dollar store, all right, or what have you, my wallet had flicked out of my pocket some type of way. Somebody picked my wallet up, went to a police officer, and gave it to them. And some type of way, he went into the database and found my name there in the system and called me. All right. And returned my damn wallet, dude. And guess what? All 9 of my dollars was still there. Huh? No, I wouldn't have cared if a person cleaned me out and just took my money out the wallet. All right. No, you found my wallet. I ain't got to go get a new ID card, a new whatever card. I ain't got a new Cash App card. I ain't got to do none of that, man. Yeah, you gave them my wallet back, man. You can have this $9. But my whole $9 was there. All right. Well, that's a blessing right there. All right. And that comes from how you do the world, man. All right. Yes, indeed. That's what I believe that is. All right. Let me go back here to GodFrey and this other brother here. All right. Hold on 1 second. Much love for everybody listening to my stories here. Thank you.
To villainize me is bullshit. That's black shit. Just trying to have something to bitch about. To villainize me is bullshit. That's black shit. Just trying to have something to bitch about. To my parent. For you motherfuckers all the time. Most celebrities in Hollywood don't say a goddamn thing about y'all. We're gonna do a measure on blackness. I'll probably stomp most of you. You can eat a dick for real. I'm a tether, I'm a this, all these terms. But to just go, I'm disappointed. None of you motherfuckers are my parent. David Oyelowo has apologized, but British black people do not have a perspective of American blacks.
Get it.
But the fact is that these mistakes need to happen so we can talk about it. So we can have people going, damn, I fucked up. I think David probably didn't mean it that way, but the British black experience is so different than the black American experience. He probably was like, no, it's a little subservient. They don't know any better.
I think people were responding because we appreciate the fact that, although your heritage is Nigerian, listen, I've been through all the arguments with ex-boyfriend, Nigerian, the whole nine. So I understand.
Yeah, but I grew up, first of all, I grew up in Chicago.
We were a little surprised by your reaction.
I don't give a fuck what y'all were thinking, because I didn't make him say that.
I didn't say it.
I didn't make him say that. So fuck all of that. Because you all sit there and try to pick at the smallest shit, waiting for us to fuck up. First of all, me and Akbar grew up in Crenshaw. All right. I grew up in Chicago, some of the blackest cities around. Chicago's the most segregated city in this country. So I know what black Americans are like, because I was stopped by cops, harassed by cops, called nigga, the whole nine. Okay, so I'm a little bit different, but that show, what our show is, it's just 9-10 months. We're doing really well. It's needed. Nothing's gonna be perfect. So when someone goes, I didn't like your reaction, you're not my fucking parent, first off. And I'm the first person, if I fuck up, I'll go, man, my bad. But David said it. So to villainize me is bullshit. That's black shit. Just trying to have something to bitch about. See, what we're doing is we're trying to work out our kinks. People are traumatized. Black Americans are traumatized. Caribbeans are traumatized. Africans are traumatized. Everybody's traumatized. Black women are traumatized. Black men are traumatized. So this is all coming from trauma. And this should be a therapeutic podcast. Got to talk about these things. But to just go, I'm disappointed. None of you motherfuckers are my parent. None of you. Nobody's perfect talking shit to me.
Yeah, we aren't. None of us are. But we're in the right places. We go ahead to reprimand you, GodFrey, because we're in our territory politically. We're where we're supposed to be at. We're not out of place in that case. In that state of things in here, the G-checking is always proper. I told you the feet start to get cold and people go ahead to bring their chests out at us here when they find out that disrespect ain't going to get tolerated. You can't flick a little bit of crustiness over here. All right, it's just irritating that somebody say, hey, smiling at you, talking about, yeah, but where's your culture? On your back, nigga. All right, right. It's as irritating as that, dude. All right, because you understand it's offensive. All right, but for some folks, I told you it's been that divine reason of, you know what, I have a valuable extra sense of information that you don't know, nigga. All right, in order to get that, you're going to have to let me get over on you and say all types of crazy shit to you. All right, no, we don't want to make no deal like that, dude. All right, I'd rather not know, man. Matter of fact, you keep all that information you got. All right, right. Obviously, it wasn't helpful for you if you right there next to me. All right. No, you know it and I don't. All right. But yet you still elbow to elbow with me. All right. Right. That's the math right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It comes to the term or whatever. Like I said, generic African and all this other stuff, which we don't want to be categorized as. You don't. All right. You're going to get close to that. All right.
I speak up for you motherfuckers all the time. Most celebrities in Hollywood don't say a goddamn thing about y'all. We're gonna do a measure on blackness. I'll probably stomp most of you. You can eat a dick for real. I'm a tether, I'm a this, all these terms. But to just go, I'm disappointed. None of you motherfuckers are my parent. David Oyelowo has apologized, but British black people do not have a perspective of American blacks.
Get it.
But the fact is The fact is that these mistakes need to happen so we can talk about it. So,
no, they don't. They don't have to keep happening. Something that keeps happening is no longer a mistake. It's intentional. If I know that, damn, man, you know what, foundational Black Americans are going to have my ass for saying this, is that necessarily a mistake, or is that an intentional decision where you weigh in the pros and the cons of the backlash, and he's just thinking to himself, oh, because I went to bat for Friedman on XYZ things about Vlad, this, that, and the third, I should be able to slick this in here. That's what I'm talking about. All right, cashing in your coon coins. All right. Yeah, I'm going to bring these tethers in here and throw a few shots. We need some things for promotion. All right. Yeah, appropriating our culture and doing a whole bunch of strange shit here has been one thing that gets us knocking at your door. All right. Yeah, we become directly interested in whatever you was just talking about because you're trying to describe us, dude. It's no longer just talking about you. All right. And when y'all start to do that comparison thing, it's off. It goes back to terms of tribalism. Because if we're all Black, then there's no reason to do that. All right. Don't keep sitting there trying to tell me what the difference is, Halls, when you understand that the biggest lane of success in your life is the moment you got connected to our culture. All right. No, that's when things started looking brighter for you. All right. No, the skies shine brighter. All right. Your shoes were a little bit more shinier. All right. Right. You understand? You kept a fresh haircut or whatever the case is. All right. You know, the moment you came to place yourself in here, dude. Nice crib. All right. Driving a decent car. All right. In a community without a whole bunch of bull crap and disturbance. All right. Right. That was the moment you came amongst freedmen in our territories and lands, because obviously wherever that you came from there, it wasn't enough people in here civilized to provide that much peace for you. All right. These are just the natures of facts, dude. All right. What did Flacco say? It's not a whole bunch of people lined up beating the drum, GodFrey. All right. To get back over there. All that old sucker talk where he's sitting back there talking about some, oh, you can, when you get back to the motherland, you can take the racial armor off and all that. Nigga, you ain't fighting to stay there. No, you're not. You ain't beating a drum, nigga, to make sure you can stay there. All right. When it's time for that flight, he want to bring his ass right back to America, and he knows why. And we ain't got the bullshit about it. All right. No, let's just knock it off real quick, nigga. All right. Yeah, stop doing that. All right. We understand what's over there. All right. Now, I happened to take a look earlier today. All right. No, I ain't talking about some documentary I didn't watch 6 months ago. All right. If y'all know anything about my platform, we take a look every week, nigga, at some of these countries. Whatever's available. All right. Oh, yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Who else we got in here? What's up, Keisha?
We can have people going, damn, I fucked up. I think David probably didn't mean it that way, but the British Black experience is so different than the Black American experience. He probably was like, no, it's a little subservient. They don't know any better.
I think people were responding because we appreciate the fact that, you know, although your heritage is Nigerian, listen, I've been through all the arguments with ex-boyfriend, Nigerian, the whole nine. So I understand.
Yeah, but I grew up, first of all, I grew up in Chicago.
We were a little surprised by your reaction.
I don't give a fuck like what y'all were thinking, because I didn't make him say that.
I didn't say it.
I didn't make him say that. So fuck all of that. Because you all sit there and try to pick at the smallest shit, waiting for us to fuck up. First.
This is why it's hogwash what you're saying. We don't gotta, freedmen don't have to remember politically on how to not offend you, Halls, because we're not thinking about doing it at no moments around you. It's not a second nature to us. All right. No, what do you mean I gotta pick at the smallest stuff? All right. Why is that second nature to you at all, dude? All right. No, a moment a Black person's arms is loosened up. He seems tired. All right. Maybe a little bit gullible or so. All right, let me just throw one in there. All right. No, and when I get caught with my hand in the cookie jar, all right, I accuse y'all of quote unquote being petty. That's what he's trying to say. All right, nitpicking. All right, yeah, what is your hand doing around the jar anyway? All right, that's why I say, man, y'all got cultures of scamming, nigga, and lying and backstabbing and doing shit for no reason. All right, no, a nigga could look out for you, then paid for everything, took care of you, did right by you. All right, you can do that person dirty, dude. I mean, foul. All right, come back 2-3 years later like ain't nothing. All right. This is why some of this science they don't understand when we go ahead and talk about the loyalty within one of us here. All right, and how we carry it. All right, that means no disrespect at all. We're not coming in here. I'm not looking at a nigga's handicap or what he can't do right. All right, or what I feel like I'm better than and within that next Freedman. All right, we're looking at how to build, dude. All right, if we got a championship, how the hell we go get the next one? That's what we're looking at. All right, not tribal trash, nigga. All right. Yeah, a lot of energy goes into the bickering of doing the dominant society's bidding while you sitting around here, as I said, at another black individual, chastising them about having nothing. All right. Wasting time. All right. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I ain't going to go too far into the tribalism tonight, but hold on.
First of all, that, me and Akbar grew up in Crenshaw. All right. I grew up in Chicago. Some of the blackest cities around. Chicago's the most segregated city in this country. So I know what black Americans are like because I was stopped by cops, harassed by cops, called nigga, the whole nine. Okay, so I'm a little bit different.
No, you ain't. You're not. Yeah, you got a taste of this culture, but that still doesn't define you to these terms here of what our ancestors have been through. If it was, then the natures of the sensitivity that you claim that you have towards these conversations in which you stepped in to try to be the vanguard for us, you would continue to stand on that, baby. All right, because you can feel our plight through what I just said. Disrespect ain't on the menu. We ain't even flying that banner. We not nipping it. We ain't joking around with it. All right, if somebody mentions something in here that's off the wall towards Freedman on my Buster ass show, I actually say something. All right. He's snickering and giggling in the background. All right. No, putting other corny jokes together. And you wonder why we're offended, dude. All right. We don't deny your placement in Chicago and being amongst the dominant society's treatment here. All right. No, we deny these circumstances that you control some top spot over here where you can. All right. No, disrespect here, Hoss, and don't get G-checked. You can't say F us upon that. All right. That's no more difference if we placed ourselves there inside of Nigeria, where he comes from, what have you, or Ghana, where I believe one of them spots here where he comes from, and start disrespecting the culture. And in the moment somebody say, hey, man, you can't do that. Don't talk about us like that. Yeah, we saying F that and this, that, screw that. And y'all ain't my parents. All right. No, that will be a no-no. All right. No, that is the exact same thing, Halls. All right. Yes, this is why we go ahead to see his heat. All right, his pressure the way it is, dude. No, he wants such a shake up off of him. All right, I didn't realize it was this bad. I had to rewind it.
But that show, what our show is, it's just 9-10 months. Mm-hmm. We're doing really well. It's needed. There's not.
No, it isn't, dude. All right, you got 5 programs or whatever it is of trash and a bunch of tethers talking trash. All right, Joy Reid and all right, whoever that little bald head nigga you got sitting on the couch, and then everything is about throwing shots at us. All right, mimicking and imitating and playing around with our culture. And, all right, that's on every episode. You at some point in the dialogue, you're going to get to that.
Nothing's going to be perfect. So when someone goes, I didn't like your reaction, you're not my fucking parent, first off. And I'm the first person, if I fuck up, I'll go, man, my bad. But David said it.
Yes, and these white folks here, Professor Black Truth put this up here a couple of weeks ago. They put a bunch of money backing this show here, dude. All right. This ain't something that was grassroots that came off the ground. Let's be clear. The dominant society literally put that corny ass show in place. All right. Same way they had that little raggedy show y'all seen on Netflix or whatever, what have you. What was that show here, Hoss, where it was All right. No, it was some tethers in here making fun of Friedman and a whole bunch of corny jokes. And all right, yeah, man. All right. They put big money behind this shit now. All right. The thing is that instead of it getting its wings to have so much success and for people to connect to it and to have these political conversations in here, all right. No, it's blew up in its face because a lot of freedmen feel personally as look, man, we don't want you speaking upon our situations here. All right. You can't talk or speak upon us until you go and fix your country. All right. That's always going to be our position. It doesn't matter if it's GodFrey or anyone else. That's why you can see me saying the exact same thing, no matter who sets up here, all right, of his lineage talking like this. All right. Because that's what makes sense. All right. You can't speak to a person here. For some people in here, say it's Nigeria, where you represent a country where the most people are fleeing out your land. And then you come in here to America to tell us how to run ours. That don't make sense, dude. All right. Yeah, just politically from the sense of what's going on over there and what's going on over here. What's favorable here and what's favorable over there. All right. Yeah, you can't school us, dude. All right. Places like Haiti, y'all don't even have an active president, dude. All right. There's so much in chaos. You ain't got nobody in charge over there, dude. You ain't in line to tell us nothing. All right. Nobody's in charge. All right. Your president in Haiti is barbecue, nigga. All right. Right. Yeah, you ain't in line to lecture a freedman about what? All right, let's just be real. All right, hold on here.
Said it. So to villainize me is bullshit. That's black shit. Just trying to have something to bitch about. See, what we're doing is we're trying to work out our kinks. People are traumatized. Black Americans are traumatized. Caribbeans are traumatized. Africans are traumatized. Everybody's traumatized. Black women are traumatized. Black men are traumatized. So this is all coming from trauma. And this should be a therapeutic podcast. Got to talk about these things. But to just go, I'm disappointed. None of you motherfuckers are my parent. None of you. Nobody's perfect talking shit to me. You do a podcast and do better then.
We have and we will. They have been disrupted and torn apart here because the cases of informing and keeping black people are intelligent about what's going on here in black society is a threat. Now, if I got some old Yankee Doodle bull crap here, all right, where I want to do some tether explaining, all right, and all of this extra here that has to do with a mixed version of tribal trash here, all right, they'll put money into that all day long. If you want to take an African studies class in this country, they'll throw money behind that all day long, nigga. All right. Oh yeah, ain't no threat to that. All right. America, all right, nor any of these other countries have ever felt any threat towards, all right, Pan-Africanism, all right, underneath of its new management year to date. All right, not at all. All right, they prefer you from a democratic standard. They prefer you to take in some Pan-Africanism so they can sneak some tethers up on you. All right. Yeah, sneak a couple tethers up on you. All right. Yeah, they prefer you too, man. Look, this is why he said, how is Dr. Umar Johnson still around? I'm suspicious about niggas like that, dude. Oh, you laying up with Suki Hana telling us here, Halls, that that she would be the one that could be able to raise your child or something. Like, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody talking about they want to get they coochie stretched. All right, and they want to eat a man's hind parts. All right, right. In London, nigga. In London. All right, a savage, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and that's who you want raising your son? Her? Yeah, nigga, you lost your damn mind. All right. Yeah, that's when Pan-Africanism died, officially took its last breath right then and there. Right when he went on the Breakfast Club and said that. All right, that's it. You know what? That's it, nigga. All right. I don't give a damn about the school being finished. I don't care. Mm-hmm. Pan-Africanism took its last breath, dude, when Jermaine Shoemaker, a.k.a. Umar Johnson, went on the Breakfast Club and said, Suki Hana, all right, this woman who got videos on what your ex-hamster and what you call it hub, nigga, all right, should be the person, all right, to raise his kids, all right. I said the game must be rough, man. All right, rough. I'm talking about, you talk about picking up crumbs off the ground. All right, the game is hard, man. All right, god damn, dude. All right, that's when Pan-Africanism died, right then and there. All right, right there. I said, Lord. Nope, I don't need to hear another word. Yep. Yeah, so when I say that to them cases, they don't care. The government ain't threatened by that, man. No, they not, y'all. No, they're not. All right. Some nigga talking some plebiscite babble to you, nigga. All right. Yeah, we all need to let folks be predatorial over black folks' winnings because these folks ain't got none year to date due to all the backstabbing going on. All right. No. All right. You can point, like I said, you can point to 1804 and have pride. That's fine. But can you point to anything within the last 50 years that you can stand on? We can't. All right. The last 50 years. Is that something that you can do? Because if you can't, you need to sit down somewhere. All right. Yeah, I'm tired of people barking their chests out here with all of these jokers in here. You pulling folks out the field and this, that, and the third who represent freedom and culture and what we were doing. All right. Malcolm X spoke against tethers. All right. And bootlicking jokers in here who tried to switch the narrative around because they were able to get some benefits. All right. He spoke against that, dude. But don't ever try to call his name into effect. Stokely Carmichael and others had, nigga, they set bombs. They had cars, goddamn it, on fire, dude. All right. They had it popping in the street, dude. In North America, here. All right. So don't get it twisted, man. Yeah, for those guys you had way back in, we respect them because they were riders, dude. All right. That's why you heard Bill Clinton there at John Lewis' funeral talking about, I'm glad John Lewis was John Lewis and not Stokely Carmichael. Yeah. All right. No, that wasn't too much of a joke, man, as much as he was telling the truth. All right. No, Stokely wasn't nothing to play with. All right. Oh, hell no. Oh, you play with, you said you play with Stokely if you want to. There's a reason. He's a big reason. All right. One of the reasons why you said that civil rights bill was passed. All right. Got to calm these niggas down in the street. All right. They signed it. It was signed by LBJ because he didn't have no choice. Let me put that clear to y'all. He didn't have an option. Not at all. No, it's smoking outside in the street, nigga. All right. What you gonna do? All right. That's our people.
But my thing is, I'm doing this for the good.
Right. And when we go ahead to speak upon Stokely, we talking about one of ours. All right.
All of us to bridge a gap and all this, oh, you're a tether, you're a this, you can eat a dick. I'm just not talking to you, miss. I'm just saying in the general. But
okay,
you can eat a dick for real. I'm a tether, I'm a this, all these terms for a bunch of traumatized black folk. It's like, first of all, I'm a very well-read man when it comes to black life.
All these terms for a bunch of traumatized black folks, a bunch of black folks whose parents went through slavery. Understand this is not your friend. We're not buddies, baby. All right? You know how you really can tell how a person feels? When they get upset, when they get angry. All right? Truth decides a division to where a person feels like they up over top of your head or they've got one up on you. Those words in conversation start to slip. All right? Even if a nigga has hid it well, it's going to be gone. It's truly exposed here in this nature. All right? You can look at him truly exposed. Look at his face. All right? Yeah, I didn't come from trauma. I'm like, okay, all right.
for a bunch of traumatized black folk. It's like, first of all, I'm a very well-read man when it comes to black life. Very well-read. I've done mounds of.
Well, then you don't make that first statement to say that you don't come from trauma. If you can read Friedman well. No, you've said some of the right things at the right time, sir. We'll give you credit on that. You were standing there holding up your banner and speaking for whatever circumstances that had to do, all right, for our turnouts here, all right, with the dominant society. But that don't make you well-read on us here. Because if you do, you don't say you don't come from trauma. When you first make a statement clearly that says all of us come from trauma. You said the Caribbeans, you said these folks, that folk, everybody comes from trauma. And then you sit back to say that you don't. Yeah, you distinguish yourself from us here, Hawks. All right, that's what he's trying to tell you. All right.
Of going to sit.
All right, but I'm willing to sit next to you when it's convenient for me. Hold on.
The minister, a Savior's Day, all kinds of shit. I met Stokely Carmichael. I met.
All right. No. That's what he said. You know what? I don't come from trauma. He said, thank you for saying that here, Halls. All right, we appreciate that. And I'm telling y'all this one more again. All right, Freedmen want our land. All right, Gavin Newsom is a Democrat. All right, over here in California, who just gave Native Americans, all right, 136 acres of land. All right, and California's coastline. All right, he said for the indigenous tribes, which means $5 Indians, nigga. All right, that y'all can see this when I posted it up here. It already has 1.5 million views. This is from the New York Post. Yeah. So everybody named Mama is interested there. All right, on this land being given away. As you can hear your government tell you here as a freedman what they cannot do for you. All right, and all the shit, excuse me, you don't need. All right, and what you can go without. All right, yeah, they ain't handing out. Meanwhile, you look up, and Mr. Newsom, the governor, is handing out 136 acres of land. All right, to the quote unquote indigenous tribes. I guarantee you, if you go look at these damn tribes, you ain't gonna see nothing but pale skins, nigga. $5 Indians. All right, that's it. This is trifling. All right, it is, man. And we want what was owed and what's promised to us here, Hoss. We would like ours. Just in case you feel as if these folks ain't still passing the bag around, they are, baby. Bruce, all right. The Camden County Sheriff's Department has become a problem. Now the prosecuting attorney is digging deeper. A sheriff, Chris Edger, says this is nothing more but a personal vendetta and a baseless attack towards his sergeant. All right. Okay, well, we'll see here, because that's what he's supposed to say as these police officers here violate folks. All right, well, we got another one here. Let's go ahead and take a look at this joker here. All right, and we'll add him to the list.
This is Deputy Bryce Easley of Camden County, Missouri, and he's becoming a real problem for the citizens there. By the way, if you're wondering what the man did, well, nothing. He was laying on the ground with his hands behind his back. Yeah, and here's Deputy Easley again. This man was already cuffed and in the sally port at the jail, ready to be taken inside. And what's going on here?
Come here. Come here. Come here now. You want to run your mouth? You came to the right place. Turn around. Turn around.
Right back.
Turn around. Drop your phone. Drop your phone.
My back.
And here's Deputy Easley once more.
I will not fit. I am a disabled veteran. I'm getting a knee surgery on the 3rd. I'm 90% disabled. You are going to piss me off.
You're pissing me off. I don't care that you're a veteran. That doesn't give you an excuse.
My knee does not bend. I'm not acting like an idiot. You are. Sir, stop. You're going to hurt me.
Get out. Get out.
I can't get out.
Get out.
I'm a disabled veteran, man. Thank you.
You're dumb.
Disabled veteran about to have knee surgery. And, well, last but not least, here he is again.
Put your hands behind your back.
Are you kidding me?
No. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Stop. Are you kidding me?
Put your hands behind your back. Back off. Back off. Hands behind. Back off.
I didn't do anything.
Taser. Put your hands behind your back. You're going to get it again. Walk. I'm going to put you on your ass.
You're not going anywhere.
Walk.
Just go out there like he says. Stop doing that, dude. Get him.
And the prosecuting attorney for Camden County has seen enough. And they've begun to dig deeper into Deputy Easley's conduct. But Sheriff Chris Edgar.
Yeah, we're going to get to Chris Edgar too. But this is about they don't care about the mishandling of black folks. Let me just say, they don't give a shit. They're willing to overlook those things. When you start seeing poor old white women getting attacked, all right, you putting the taser on her in the kitchen and shit. All right. Yeah, now this is going somewhere else. All right. Yeah, if he would have kept it a bridge line just bothering us, we wouldn't see anything like this. I don't think so at all. All right, even with the attack veteran, man, which was disgusting, dude. All right, as you can see, as you see here for the Derek Chauvins and jokers like that, they keep these bastards around for years. He was on the force for about 17 years, man. All right, hold on.
Camden County Sheriff's Office calls this nothing more than a personal vendetta towards his deputy from the prosecuting office. He claims that these are baseless attacks towards his sergeant, and it does not serve the public interest. In a press release, he says that Sergeant Easley is a valuable member of his office and that he is proud to have him protecting the community. We'll stay on top of this story.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all don't want this damn protection. I don't want to run into that shit. It might plant some damn dope on you. Yeah, he might plant 3 or 4 grams on you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now I got within Drewski here recently. Sometimes the Diamond Society gets mad at him, but what he was stating recently is that y'all can't get mad at him about some of the jokes that he does talking about with white folks there because his granddaddy is white. All right, therefore he's a part of the family. All right, so y'all can't throw that at him
because
y'all playing that biracial game where I guess he was able to win this time. Mm-hmm.
Drewski said he doesn't need a pass because his granddaddy is white.
There you go.
Holding this one in your back pocket, waiting for them to call you out is wild. It's like the chef's kiss. The fact that Drewski had an ace up his sleeve the entire time is absolutely hilarious. What do y'all got to say now? It ain't no fun when a black man can tokenize a white man, is it? The irony, I mean, you can't have whiteface when you are part white, can you?
Nope.
And the wild part about it is he kind of looks like him, you know? Like he looks like the black version of his grandfather, if you ask me. I think we need to give Drewski a round of applause because not only did he create a hilarious skit, he really played his cards right with this one. I mean, chef's kiss to you, Drewski. Chef's kiss to you, sir.
I don't know about all that, but shout out to the brother. I don't know about all that. All right. Yeah, man. You seeing where he's shouting out, man? Yeah, the outfits that you're putting on the screen. All right. Yeah, hold on. Flag on the play. Hold on. Flag on the damn play. All right. Get this woman in here. No, I almost forgot about you, ma'am. You're out of line. All right. Because I got questions. I'm happy that you didn't spend your money in there. But my question is, and this goes out to all you jokers, why do y'all keep rolling up in these establishments hoping to see other black people? You understand what the word on the street is? All right, right. I would have been more happy to hear that she went in there with the intentions to make sure that she wasn't going to get nothing to eat. It should not be the empty space and no black people in there for you to realize, all right, we ain't doing that. Right. Hold on one second. Let me show you what I mean.
Y'all tell me why. I'm like, oh yeah, I want some. And I walk in and I look around and I realize, dang, not only is it empty in here, but none of our people are in here and they normally are. So I left. I didn't order no food. Y'all, we really out here doing our big one.
Well, that's indeed. Stay on code. I'm glad we influence you, but stay on code. All right? Don't be in there looking for us, man. You couldn't even be in there. All right? Unless you're going to take a camera and swing it around. Like, all right, like the smokehouse. All right? Many people was running in there with a camera and showing you how empty it is. All right? And you caught one of these jokers on camera showing off here today. All right, and it's one of New Orleans' adopted kids. All right, they're not black, dude. All right, but you might as well say that they adopted the lingo, the haircut. All right, and he decided to go off here and talk about how he didn't appreciate to have his New Orleans connection. All right, I'll let y'all hear from him.
I just want y'all to know something. Yeah, man, because all them Asian jokes, man, y'all can hold that shit. On God, y'all can have this shit. Cause, man, look, I love being Asian. I swear to God, like, I love being yellow. I can't see this shit no other way. Yeah, man, I'm supposed to be away from Thailand. I'm in Baton Rouge. Y'all think I won't be down here with y'all? Yeah, man, Thailand, that's where y'all want to go for vacation. Yeah, man, y'all think I won't be down here in Baton Rouge with y'all? What the fuck? Y'all can hold that shit, bitch. Yeah, man. And I'm not no Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, none of that, man. I'm Thai and lost, bitch. Y'all can't make me hate myself, bitch. I love being Asian. What y'all talking about? Fakes.
Brother, you could go back to where you came from abruptly. Like, you could go. We not keeping you here. Ain't nobody holding you hostage. I'm pretty sure y'all have made enough money since then to move and get a plane ticket and go back to Thailand, my brother. Instead it is, y'all in Baton Rouge, y'all didn't leave. This is why it's getting very hard for me as a person born in the 80s to even support any type of immigrants, Asian, African, Jamaican, Haitian. It don't matter. It don't matter. That's why it make me hard, because when you see videos like this, y'all, you talking like us, damn near looking like us, dressing like us, listening to the same music, but then you talk about you don't want to be down there. Son, get on the plane and leave, my G. You can leave. You know that, right? We didn't really want y'all here from the beginning. They made it seem like we fought for y'all to come here. We did not fight for y'all to come here. So no. The government wanted y'all to come here so they could give the jobs to y'all and not us. So they could get the stuff to y'all and not us. So don't make it seem like, no, our fighting led the way for y'all to come here. Because once they seen how the black people was fighting, they say, we getting tired of dealing with the black people. Let's put the other people in power so we wouldn't have to deal with them, so we could deal with them as less. And you see black-owned businesses started shrinking more and more and more and more over the years to what we got to reclaim the cities and the blocks and the neighborhoods that we already had before. Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about 140th and all this stuff for Harlem and all that, man. We used to be black, man. All that belonged to Harlem, all that belonged to black people. All right, with gentrification, Negroes get moved out. Detroit is a big example of that, man. Even how slow some of the traffic moves. For some people say around 5 o'clock, and so it's not all clammed together. All right, like I told you at the end with the cases of gentrification, man. All right, yeah, traffic is just supposed to move slow, dude. All right, and I ain't gonna say slow, smooth. That's what I'm trying to say. Very smooth, man. Where people know how to merge together. Ain't a whole lot of folks out on the rich side of town. Yeah, it's just working somewhere. All right. No, the natives are preoccupied, nigga. All right. That's what it's made for. You talk about the cases of rich society and their overall plans. What do you think the concept falls in? Where you look in New York City and they're charging you, nigga, to drive on roads, to ride down the street somewhere. Not a bridge, roads, nigga. That's to keep poor people out of the town, nigga. That's to tax you out the goddamn city. All right? You ain't got enough money to move around here. All right? No, I'm going to tax the shit out you just to drive down a road, man. I'm used to paying bridge tax, man. New York City is disgusting, man. All right, down the road, nigga, you gonna pay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tax you all the way out of here. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. All right.
So if you look at the people that are running, it's crazy what they're doing.
All right. Listen to what he just said. Hold on. You got your president in here. All right. Big homie said at this point, Nicki Minaj is a CIA agent or something. All right. Some type of operative. Hold on. Fair use.
It never happened before. We also have a woman that is so respected and so hot and so great and such a great friend of, I don't say conservative, I say of common sense. She's not conservative or liberal or, as they say now, progressive. Liberal became so tarnished, but now it's communist. You know, they say social democrats. No, social democrat is a communist, all right, just so you know. There's no, so if you look at the people that are running, it's crazy what they're doing. But we'll never let that happen to this country. It can't happen to the country. You can't, there's no appetite for it, especially since we've literally, now you're going to see numbers coming out over the next 6 months, I think, that nobody will have ever seen before. But she's a fantastic person, and she's a woman that's respected by everybody, and she's got real talent. Nicki Minaj. Nicki, stand up, please. She's such a great person, respected by everybody.
Nicki Minaj, stand up, please. Yeah, the police, nigga. The police. No, they not snatching her up international for dope no more, nigga. Trump took care of all that. All right. I ain't snatching up. Nope. No, that ain't happening. All right. She can travel free. He's at the rate of this will be tomorrow, America, because Trump really ain't doing enough, and the Democrats got get back in. It's over. Hold on here. All right, what the hell is he talking about? All right, that's my brother Chris, man. I'm trying to be able to translate this as quick as I can. All right, and I think he's talking about something that has to do with the borders.
All right, give me 1 second because there is a lot of people in here. They said that still close, living to the border towns, waiting. All right, literally waiting it out for the political decisions of damn 2028, man. Yeah, that's not a lot. Mm-hmm.
So how old would this lady be? I think she's pregnant. The
She's
one in the
pregnant.
orange.
She's about 17 maximum.
To a young lady like that, would you offer quinine?
No, certainly not. The lady in red probably would
This
be a
lady here.
target for quinine. She's got 4 living kids.
Four
living kids, yeah. So she's not into any sort of contraception. She can get pregnant anytime.
Would you encourage her to take quinine?
I would. Since her husband is not interested in any form of contraception, he would not give me permission for quinine, I'm sure.
Would you do it behind his back?
I would do it. Let me phrase it another way. I would do it with her permission.
Extremely simple. Some say safe, and it costs next to nothing. So is this the solution to the massive overpopulation problem faced by places like Bangladesh? Or do you shudder at the very thought of what it is? The chemical sterilization of poor, uneducated women by a process that would just not be tolerated at home.
Damn. Good God Almighty, man. And they talking about sterilization of the poor women that live around. Yeah. Because it's not enough for the men to go ahead and take care of everybody. It's just trash. All right. Yeah, man. The fact that that's any type of procedure, I don't even want to talk deeply into that, man. I just want to move forward. All right. To a crime committed against a black man. All right. Now, somebody robbed a black man of his vehicle, right? He went to report it to the police. And then the police locked his ass up, man. And then they threw him in jail. All right. Yeah, no, I mean, just think about that, dude. All right. Law-abiding citizen, man. All right. You trying to stop your vehicle from getting to the chop shop. This happened in Maryland, man. This is in Maryland. All right. Now, I believe he went to a 7-Eleven or whatever this is. That's what it looks like. But he came out and his vehicle was gone. That's why I tell people, man, don't leave your keys in your vehicle just hopping out, man. A lot of times people, you may not know where you at or you feel like you in a safe environment. That doesn't mean the wrong niggas might not be around here, dude. All right, shit. Yeah, you easy picking just leaving your car running, man. All right, hold on.
And someone took my truck.
Did you leave it here running?
I was at McDonald's.
He's bleeding. He's bleeding. That's blood, isn't it? When you pulled up here, where all did you go?
I just went down here and came back.
All right, let me just see your hands real quick. Let me see this hand. Okay. All right, put your hands behind your back for me. For what? Were you at that Verizon store? Because you got blood on your hands and blood on your glasses.
I wasn't at no Verizon store, sir. I promise to God.
Have a seat real quick. Hold on. You got blood on your shirt.
We have one today.
I wasn't at no
We can
Verizon
get one
store.
of the units on that business alarm. Come over here.
Have a seat. So here's the deal. Okay.
Verizon store, man.
Okay.
Someone stole my truck.
I understand that. So the gig's up. It's whether you want to be honest about stuff or not. You know what I mean?
I do.
All right. They're not.
Truck. Oh my God.
That's kind of some karma right there, ain't it?
Well, I left the keys in.
Yeah, that's some karma right there, dude.
Yeah. So what it looks like is the person who broke in the goddamn I don't know how he got blood on his hands. Maybe I don't know. All right. No, it's just a lot. I feel as if he did get his vehicle stolen, but it could have been in the process of him doing something. All right. Right. That's what I feel like, dude. I don't know, man. This shit, none of this shit. Why is your hands blue? Why you got blood on your glasses? All right. Yeah, why? All right. They looking at how that shit, the cell phone store joint smashed open. Somebody had to take their bare hands to bend that joint, man. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't, once they go to compare the blood or whatever that's there, as long as that don't match up here DNA wise, but all right, yeah, all of this is just suspicious, man. I wouldn't want to have this case. All right, I wouldn't. All right, but I say the brother is innocent until proven guilty, man. All right, that's what he's innocent, man. All right, yeah. Damn, brother. Shit. Nah, I ain't gonna condemn my own, goddammit. All right, he is black, man. Mm-hmm. He deserves a legal defense, man. You know? All right? Yeah. Yeah, I hate to have to resign over that, dude. Mm-hmm. They might as well call Essence Afro Festival or something to hang it up. He said we're going to shit no more. All right, hold on here. Yeah, man. So something going on with the Essence Festival. I'll go look at that later on. Hold on. Oh my God, man. I don't even want to see nothing like that, dude. Yeah. Anyhow, much love to the good people. I appreciate y'all. Yes, much love. All right, said Maryland man had his truck stolen while robbing a Verizon store. He called the police to help, but ended up getting arrested. Yeah. Talking about he was at the McDonald's. Yeah, something was fishy about that story. Yeah, I ain't want to say it, but it is what it is. All right, family, in a minute.